Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, we get started this morning on the 24-hour temperature cast. Maybe a little different look to it today compared to yesterday. Still going to find some spots where those temperatures are quite low, but not as many and not across the board. I think this afternoon, a much better chance to climb into the 60s. Didn't get there in most spots yesterday. We should get there just about everywhere today, and we'll see those temperatures continue to climb over the next couple of days. And the next few overnights shouldn't get as cool as it is this morning, and this morning nowhere near as cool as it was yesterday. So that little warming trend is on the way. I think this little warm up continues into the upcoming weekend. And part of the reason for some of the milder overnight temperatures going to be some of those clouds around the area. Also, we'll notice a little change in wind direction. It's not going to be breezy or anything, but when that wind stops coming from the north and starts coming from the east, or even if it turns a little bit more towards the southeast, we bring in some warmer and some slightly more humid air. And that does several things for us, including keeping those overnight temperatures a little bit less cold than they would otherwise get. Now, we're still at 37 in Thomasville, and that little bit of a breeze does make it feel like it's a couple of degrees cooler. In Valdosta, we're at 41. In Tallahassee, we're at 43. Dew point temperatures still way back down there near 30 or 32, which tells us the air is still really dry. And that means even if we get a couple of clouds, nothing's going to come from those clouds, not until the air gets more full of moisture. I see 38 in Bainbridge, 37 at Marianna, 36 at Quincy, Camilla, Tifton, and Homerville all at 34, while Blakely, Georgia's a cold spot at 32. Perry's a bit warmer at 44, Cross City's up to 45, so a little more variety of those temperatures, like 12 or 13 degrees from top to bottom. There's that little bit of a breeze that's trying to turn a little bit more east, generally less than 8 miles per hour, and I think that's the way it's going to stay. The visibility numbers are all up near 10. I don't expect fog to be an issue, not when the air is this dry, not when we have a little bit of a breeze. So we see a few clouds sort of slide through the area, especially for most of the overnight. And now as the skies are trying to clear a little bit, I wouldn't be shocked if the temperatures fell a couple of degrees over the next couple of hours. More clouds out west trying to spill east, and that'll be part of the forecast for tonight and tomorrow, and then to get maybe a little bit more noticeable as we head on into Saturday. The more clouds that we start to acquire, well, then we start to look for those rain chances, but we also expect to see those overnight temperatures stay even higher and higher. The futurecast for today into tomorrow morning, very similar to what we had yesterday. Some periods where it's more cloudy, some periods where it's more clear, but all the while still getting a little bit more mild. I think the same goes into the day Saturday, and we start looking west for some new energy by the time we get up on Sunday morning. Now, Christmas Eve still looks pretty dry. I don't see the rain chances getting here early on Sunday, but I think by the time we wake up on Christmas morning, now there's going to be a pretty good shot to get wet, and maybe another decent soaking coming this way that could linger into Tuesday. Today is still only Thursday. We've got several days to fine tune that, and we'll have updates for you. On the Gulf today, small crafts need to be using some caution. Still a bit breezy. Winds out of the northeast and east up to like 20 or even 22 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet, and we'll put some choppy conditions in the protected waters. This morning, it's 30s and 40s. Sunrise 7:30. Hey, today is the winter solstice. That'll happen tonight a little before 10:30. What that means is that's when we officially switch the calendar into winter. So it officially happens tonight, and this is actually on record as one of the days with the smallest amount of daylight. So yeah, that's all happening today. I don't think it's going to feel super winterish out there. A little chilly this morning, but mild this afternoon into the 60s. A mixture of clouds and clear, getting more mild and continuing to do that heading into the weekend. I think overnight tonight, more of us stay near 40. We'll call it partly cloudy and cool. Sunset time is at 5:41. All right, here's that 7-day forecast. You see the temperatures perking up into the weekend. No reason we can't get to 70 on Saturday and Sunday. Might even get there tomorrow. But at this point, those rain chances are pretty high on Monday. Monday could be another soggy one.